WhatsApp. Avec Lucidchart, créez des diagrammes.
Welcome to this new stream here on my channel. I hope everything is set up correctly. Let me see. I think it's good. Okay, nice. The Chlin GD. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Glad to see you. How to start making the game engine. A game engine. How to start, huh? Okay, let's make Discord. I can send you like my Discord if you want. I had my microphone turned the wrong way. I'm really sorry for that. Okay, let me just see my Discord. It's here. So Coco Cry hash like this. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you can invite me, or add me, I guess, if you want. Yeah. I also want to make a game engine. Yeah, so to make a game engine is, it's like a really large project that takes a lot of time, as you may know from like other YouTubers or something. Yeah, I think I would suggest, or how you I don't know how do you suggest or suggest, I don't know. I would suggest to watch a lot of YouTube tutorials. I don't know, like get familiar with C++ or the language you want to make a game engine in. And then like get familiar with basic OpenGL or Vulkan or DirectX or whatever rendering API you want to use. Yeah, and then slowly there are serious okay, C and C++, you say. I can send a link to a few series. For example, that series is a very good series with Vulkan and C. Then you have like the Luciano game engine series. I think you know that one. That's also obviously a very good series for making your own game engine. That one is with OpenGL. And then you have like the game engine series from the YouTuber called Game Engine Series. This one is in DirectX 12, so you have like a variety of rendering APIs you can choose from. Yeah, if you're a beginner, I would suggest like the channel playlist, because it's beginner friendly, but they're all very nice. So this is like stuff you can learn how to make a game engine with, and then there's like OpenGL. Not this. Let's learn OpenGL. And learn OpenGL is also a very good resource. Yeah. And if you want to develop something with Vulkan, there's Vulkan tutorial, which is this one. Yeah. So yeah, that's those are resources to really make a game engine, I guess. They should be pretty nice. Yeah. And obviously you learn by doing, so try out everything. Yeah. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. So glad to see you here. Yeah, okay, so today what we wanted to do is, yeah, I can start the engine first. So we left off with this sprite sheet component, where you can load in a sprite sheet and select like a sprite sheet tile of it. And as you can see, I made this preview. I worked on it like yesterday, and like it previews how the texture would look. You can cycle through all of the different runs, change the filter mode, and create the subtexture, and then you have like the subtexture. Oh! Ooh! Let's go in a session, but I need to like. Why did this happen? I need to reproduce it. Let me see. So we loaded like this linear and did it, and then like what? Ah, okay, I know. So Control D always duplicates an entity, even if you haven't even selected an entity. So that's bad. That's very bad. Where is like left control? We do and select entity not equal this. So if an entity is selected. Okay, let's test this. Okay, that should fix it. Nice. Oh, thanks for the sub, the Jin GD. Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay, engine build. Okay, what we want to do today is implementing scene serialization, so saving and loading scenes basically. And yeah, okay, I think yeah, it works now. Perfect. Nice. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so what we want to do now is first we need to compile and use YAML CBP. For those of you who don't know what YAML CBP is a is it called YAML CBP? Yeah, it is. It's like a library that can save C++ code. Like it's able to reflect C++ code in a way and save it to, I think, .json files, which is nice. Yeah, and like we can read in all the component data in the .json file, and then load it back in when we need to open a scene. So that's very nice. Let's where should we put that? Maybe in ECS. Scene serializer. serializing. Or it won't be a static class, so let's do it like scene serializer. Yeah, I think that's a good one. So pragma once include calmar core defense and namespace calmar class scene serializer. Yeah, I think public and private. Okay, we could like run with a static class, but I don't know. Let's try to make it like instantiatable. If you want to serialize a scene, you need to create a scene serializer and call the methods on the serializer. I think that's okay. Yeah. Okay. No. We don't need this. We need a cd shape pointer. So we want to initialize it with a scene, which we want to serialize or deserialize, obviously. So no, it's in here. Scene, nice. Scene, the scene that we want to serialize. Okay, like in scene or something. Okay, now we do a void serialize, which just serializes a scene at to a given file path, and then we do deserialize. Okay, just okay. So serialize and deserialize. Serialize. Deserialize. Also from a file path. So obviously they are very like special names. We can essentially, this is just saving and loading. So this is saving, this is loading. Yeah. So that's basically it. Okay, so let's create a scene serializer.cbp, and the cbp file will be a bit more heavy, I guess, than the H file. Yeah, but before we do that, we actually need to somehow compile like YAML cpp. And for that, let's just clone that. So we're doing cd dot. Oh no, that was one. Two. And cd data too much. Yeah. Okay, so cd engine, cd vendor. Cd vendor, then yeah, okay, so cd make dir. No, we clone it. Git clone. Yeah. Okay, where is it? It's YAML. So we do cd YAML. Do you have any jobs, or do you only do YouTube? Like, I'm 14. So I don't have, like, I'm going to school. Like, this is not my job. This is more like a hobby. Like, YouTube is more like a hobby. I eventually obviously want to have a job in like maybe game engine architect or something, or definitely I want to do something with computer science. Yeah, but no, I don't do it as a job because I go to school. Yeah. Okay. So the next thing that we want to do is like, okay, we don't need to do that by command line, just create a build.bat file, .batch file, I don't know, and then let's set a few things, like for example compiler flags. Like we want that's nice, bro. I'm 20, still learning things. You know a lot more than me. Yo, nice to meet you. Hey, I'm very glad to meet you as well. Yeah, I don't know, so yeah, but thank you for the compliments. Thank you very much. Nice to meet you as well. Yeah. Okay, so we want to set compiler flags. and we want to set like a flag, like this flag, and this flag in Clang specifies that we want to build a lib, but because Clang like it can't really build a .lib file without this thing because it's weird, I don't know. So let's compile our flags in source files. This is like the only things we need to specify. So let's copy this whole thing. Where is like, where's my, here we need to close GUI, and where's my build file? Let's see, nice. Okay, so everything.cpp, I think that's not, yeah, source everything.cpp. Contrib. Okay, so we do source slash everything.cpp, and then we do source slash contrib slash everything.cpp. This is all of the source files that we need to like include, and we want to build YAML cpp, and that's it. So let's do build.batch. Ooh. Obviously we need to do the includes. So -i include, I think it is. Include slash msvp. Okay, so let's do this. Build. Okay, it seems like we need to define something. Let me quickly see what this define actually was. I think it's like the define is YAML cpp static define. Okay, so -d. We need -d that, and include everything. The static lab. Yeah, seems okay. Okay, so let's build.batch this. Okay. I have same dream as you, but little different. I want to make a game engine providing company like Unreal. Okay, like that's very nice. Like obviously, yeah. Okay, that's like essentially my dream as well. Because like something like this, I mean, my engine Kalmar, it's named Kalmar. What I want to do is like ship this engine, ship it, and yeah, like people can work with this engine, but like bring out games with this engine as well. Yeah, so ship games as well. Yeah, that's like also my dream. Yeah, essentially. Yeah. Okay, so this is a very easy error. We just need to create like the lib directory, because like Clang is not able to create this lib directory. Could we make open source game engine? Like my game engine is open source. I can send the link, the GitHub link, if you want. Cry slash comma. Like this is the link to my open source. Like my engine is also open source, and yeah, like if you want to, you can like contribute to this engine as well as if you want. Yeah, making an engine together would be very nice as well, obviously. Yeah, if I have time someday, yeah, it would be in, definitely. Oh, okay, a new error. No, it's not a new error, it's the same error. Lib. Oh, am I dumb? This needs to be here. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Meet you later. Yeah, thank you very much for all the compliments. Really, I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, see you later, and yeah, you're very welcome in the stream, like every time. Yeah, thank you for everything. Okay, nice. So YAML CPP finally built, so it's here. Nice. Okay, so now let's link it with our engine. Where's the bit file of engine? Like it's a little bit bigger, as you might see. So we need to link to, like, first we need to include /engine. Oh no, I'm dumb. That's the bit file of the editor, which is another tool. So that's the engine bit file. So we need to include vendor. Okay. So we need to include vendor / YAML CPP, which is like the new folder that we created, / include. Nice. Okay. So that's the include directory, and I'm like this. I don't know if we need to like compile all of the YAML CPP files in here as well in the engine, but I don't think so. It would make sense. But I don't know. So let's try not compiling it, the YAML CPP files, and just like including it by linking. So vendor / YAML CPP / lib, and then we do -l YAML CPP. Let's test. First, let's test just running the engine. So build engine, no engine. Let's see how this would work. Like, I think this definitely works because we don't use any functionality of YAML. Yeah. But let's work on this guy. So on the CPP file. Like the first thing that we need to do is including it, obviously, namespace, Kalmar, doing that kind of stuff. And copy all of those definitions. Oh, I have like a typo somewhere here. Yeah, serializer. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this. Scene serializer : to like specify it, and with that define it, I guess. Nice. Okay. So now we have like a lot of work to do, but let's wait for the engine to compile first. Yeah. Okay. It takes a lot of time. Okay, so yeah, let's just work on. Oh, YAML CPP / include is not a directory. Where? Include. Let me see. I think. Bonjour. I'm dumb. But I don't want to recompile the engine again because, like, obviously it works. Like, I don't think it wouldn't. Because, like, we don't even use functionality of YAML. So, yeah, I think it works. Okay, nice. So, obviously, the first thing is including YAML, like the core file. And then we need to define a lot of, like, functions to encode different types of like different variable types for which like YAML hasn't support. For example, for a vector3, we need to somehow encode a vector3 into like YAML format, which is I think JSON format. I don't even know what kind of formatting YAML uses, but let's just say YAML format. We need to convert it and like we need to convert, for example, a SDB vector to work with YAML. So for that we need to make a struct called convert with a template argument of glmvec3, and this is what YAML uses for glmvec3s. Okay. Is it done like that? Like we need to specify this template thing here, and then struct convert. Isn't that? I think it's because we didn't include a GLM. Okay, still. Hey there, I recently started learning C++ as my first programming language. Can you suggest me what should be my approach to learn it? I am learning on my own. So obviously, welcome to the stream firstly. Obviously, like a good place to learn C++ and programming in general is like a series. I think probably you know it because like that's I think the best starter resource to learning C++. Let me see, and not only starter. I mean the series has everything from starter to intermediate to pro, everything. And let me find, so as this. And if you mean how you should, like what you should do if you like already know the language kind of well and want to like how should I say, and want to keep on doing C++ and really work on real projects, like for example, I don't know, a small game or a Snake or something. There's a very good library called SFML. There are lots of YouTube tutorials for that. It's a library for C++. With that you can make like small games and stuff, and with that you can learn C++ as well a lot. If you mean that, then use SFML or something, or like some kind of library, because like that will kickstart your interest in C++ a lot. Because if you see something real like graphical on the screen that you have done, like it's a very kickstarter for motivation. So yeah, like SFML or SDL. Those are all libraries that you can use for that. Yeah. Okay, like this problem, I think it's because we need to wrap it in the YAML namespace, I guess. No. What the hell? I don't get it. Is it like YAML? I don't fucking know what this is. Convert. Yeah, like convert. Struct convert and then convert. I hope it isn't a problem with Clang or something. That would be very, very bad. I don't really know why it isn't working. like people in Stack Overflow do that as well. Convert type YAML. Struct convert YAML. And if we put it outside the Kalmar namespace. Ah, wow, now it works. Ja, Boże. Ah, God. Yeah, okay, I'm done. Thanks mate, appreciate it. Yeah, you're welcome. Obviously. Yeah, so are you an intermediate C++ guy that like knows C++, like, or what is your state or of learning C++? In which state are you, if I can ask? Okay, so if we want to convert to vec3, we need like this, because like it's from YAML, so we need to define some functions like encode. I don't know. It's from the library, so don't ask me. Yeah, RHS. I don't know. It's Stack Overflow. So we need a node. Then we need to push back all of the values from the vector to the node, because like that makes sense, I guess. Because it can work with integers or float, but not with like vec3, and this is like an integer or a float, which is good. And then like we do node.setStyle emitter. Huh? Ah, it's 1M. Emitter style flow. Yeah, that's a YAML thing. I don't want to dig too deep in this library. Yeah. Okay, so static bool decode. Obviously, we need encode and decode. We have like a node that we need to take in, I guess, and like a value of a vector3. And we do if the node is not sequence or node.size is less than 3. We do return false, because then it's not a vector. Then it's something went wrong. And we do is equal to node at 0 as float. So I think that makes sense. I think you can understand that, because like we're just filling the in vector with the stuff that is inside the node that was already encoded. Yeah. As float. Yeah, okay. And we return true because then that obviously worked. Because we need to return a bool. Okay, so that's it for converting vec3s. Now we need to convert vec2s as well, which is just copying and pasting this codes and just doing it for a vec2. Yeah, and this is like this, and this is like that, and this should be like this. Yeah, perfect. Okay, and now I think we need for a vec4 as well. So what is YAML? YAML is like a library for C++, which can write to files, and yeah, it can write C++ variables to files. For example, it can write like the position of some entity to a file, and then open that file again and see what that position was as we saved it the last time. like it's essentially a library for serializing the state of a program, which is something we need because what I want to do today is scene serialization in the engine. So we want to serialize scenes, and we do that with YAML. Did you make it? No, it's not my library. No, I'm not into like making stuff like that. I'm not a C developer, I'm sorry. But yeah, obviously, like it would be a nice challenge to try something like that. But yeah, I don't know. It's my first language from scratch, so I don't really know from where to start. I'm just jumping from one website to another. Can't find a resource where I can lazy. Okay, so okay, you're like in this state. I think I'm then the tutorial I showed you the from the channel, the C++ tutorial. This is perfect for you. Watch like every day maybe 1 or 2 episodes of this series and you will be a great C++ developer in no time. I started with this series. No, I actually didn't start with this series. I can show you which series I started, but it's a pretty trashy series, I guess. It's not that... It's okay, but I started with that. I can show it in the chat. It's also okay. Yeah. And by the way, Prepyon, the GitHub repository of YAML, if you need to look at that, it's here. Yeah, it's a pretty cool library. Yeah, okay. So let's do it for the vec_fors. So just vec_for, then we do .y, .z and .w, z and W. Nice. Okay. We have 4, and let's copy this guy, copy it again, and do 3, and do W, and do 4 here, and I think that's it, I guess. Yeah. Okay. That's like the types we need to convert for YAML. So that's it for the namespace YAML thing. Yeah. Now, okay, we need need a few things for the vectors, like one function for each, which is like I guess for like sending how do you say it, sending data like vectors to YAML. Because obviously that's not possible, because YAML doesn't have like native support with GLM. Yeah. So this operator is the operator to send. We need to overload that, and it takes an emitter out and a vector 3 in our case for the value, and we do YAML flow is like what we and yeah, I think that's like the style or something. I don't really know how this library works. I know how it works, but like those API implementation stuff, I don't really know. I think it's like the style of how the variables are laid out in YAML after we like gave it to YAML or something. Yeah. Okay, now we need to begin a sequence. That's easy. So we need to begin a sequence of like value.x, then value.y, and value.z, and then end the sequence. So as you can see, like the library is very easy and very well done, I guess. And then we need to return out. So that's very nice, I guess. So we're just writing to that emitter, which we taken by reference, and then returning it again. And yeah, so that's very easy. Okay, now we need that for the vec2. So vec2 value, just leave that off, and yeah, that's the only thing we need to change. And then for the vec4, so we have value.c and value.w. Okay, that's very easy. Okay, so in the constructor, we just need to initialize the scene that we have as a private member function, which we obviously have, yeah. And this scene is like the context which we want to serialize, and obviously we need this as member variable, because like it's the essential thing that we are like building this API around, because like that's the thing that we want to serialize. I'm dumb. I want this. Come on. Perfect. So mScene is initialized with inScene. Yeah, nice. From where you get info of all Git repo you know and how to use them. Basically, so YAML, for example, I got that from, I think, how can I find it? Like, I think I searched something like, yeah, I think I searched, let me think what I searched. I think C++ serialization or something, because like I always thought, I had like another engine back then that I developed, which name was Blind, and this engine I developed it like for 2 months or something, and I always was like, how the heck should I do scene serialization, and was like, yeah, I need reflection and stuff. I was really overthinking it, and then like I searched something like C++ serialization or something, and then I stumbled upon like JSON serialization, and I was like, yeah, it's okay, and tried out something, but it didn't really work. And then I stumbled upon YAML. So yeah, that's how I find stuff. Yeah, just by needing it, I guess. Yeah. Thanks, mate. Love your stream. Yeah. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your support and your love. Thank you very much for the nice words. Okay, nice. Okay, let's keep going. So we need to initialize the scene object at initialization of the scene serializer, which is, I think, pretty standard to understand. Okay, so now let's create a few helper functions to serialize, like serialize components. Okay, so I mean entities. So how should we call it? Like serialize. I can't write serialize entity. We need obviously we need this like YAML emitter out, which is like the YAML yeah, like the YAML context to which we write the data of the entity, and then the entity which we want to serialize. So entity, and yeah, by the way, I'm using my own entity component system for this engine. Yeah, I need to include, I think ecs.cpp. Let's just include that. Yeah, where was I? Oh no, let's include Kalmar core application, because in application there's the instance of the entity component system, which is like questionable, I know, but I didn't want to make a static class of it, of this entity component system, so we always need an instance, and like you have like the entity component system here. And yeah, like the application class is also not static, so you think what the fuck, but it's in a singleton, so you can get retrieve it from there statically. Glad, what the fuck? Why isn't glad opening? Did I do something dumb? Include directories. Where's that? Glad include. What the fuck? What is it thinking? Why is glad not in the include path? Workspace folder /engine /vendor /glad /include. Oh. Yeah, okay. I think it should work now, I hope. So let's close that and go there. Okay, the error is gone, but I don't know what the fuck. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, okay, let's just ignore that for now. Yeah, I think it's Microsoft being weird. Okay. So oh. Yeah, okay, so we need like out YAML key. No, first, I'm sorry. First we need to begin a map for the entity. And I think end map at the end. Yeah, so let's just comment that map for the entity. Map for the entity. Okay. And then we can like do a key which is entity, and the value is just entity, because entity is a AU32. So that's a valid UUID, I guess, because every entity has a different index. Like the one is 0, the other one is 1, and then 2, and then 3, and so on. Yeah, so that's pretty nice. Now let's check if the entity has components, and if it has, we want to serialize those components. So we do if ECS dot has component at tag component entity. So if that entity has a tag component, which is just like the component for the name of the entity, we do YAML key tag component. Let's do it like this. Nice. Okay, so if it has a tag component, we do that, yeah, and let me just quickly reopen the stream, because I think yeah, okay, nice. Yeah, okay. So yeah, tag component. We do a begin map again. Map for the tag component, and I have a Discord friend request. Where is Oh, no, I don't. I'm sorry. That was this. Till the date, like CBP, what you know, like other. Yeah, I know. C# pretty well. Let's see. I do know Python. Languages. Nice. Okay. And then YAML and map at the end, so we don't forget that. Map for the tag component. I really like YAML. I really like the API. How do you deal with C++ terribly long compile times? MSCC doesn't have like this like really long compile times, but Clang kind of has. Like, you can optimize your compile times a lot in C++ because like C++ is a good language, like it's the best language. I don't want to start conflict here, but obviously you can in C++ you can do a lot yourself and do good things yourself as well. For example, like making your compile times better. And like for example, precompiled headers, which are like headers, for example, IOStream or other kinds of headers that you use often. You can precompile them and then inject them to your program, which reduces your compile time a lot. I don't have that because I don't know how it works with Clang. I don't know if it even works with Clang. Probably it works, but I don't want to get into that. And how do I deal with that? With this long compile times? Yeah, I just wait and like, drink a coffee or something. I don't know. Yeah, that's how I deal with C++ compile times. Bro, how to manage this bigger projects? So yeah, like it's not that hard, I guess, to manage like big projects like this one. Like eventually it starts to like crumble and be weird and like it's spaghetti, and to like not make that happen, I just like each like 1 week or something I go through everything of my code and like clean it up and clean stupid things I made and make it more readable, make comments and stuff. Yeah, probably going to do that tomorrow. Yeah, that's like the only way. I think it's working with like huge code bases is like possible. Yeah, but I kind of like working with huge code bases, to be honest. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. The Gin GD, that's true. Like compile times of C++ are very fast, but they are not particularly fast. Like they're not faster than other languages, I guess, because like obviously the runtime of C++ is really fast, but compile times, yeah, they're okay. It's really it really is like the compiler's fault if your program in C++ is compiling slowly, and it's a bit your fault as well, because like you can make code compile very very slow if you wanted to. Yeah, but like the compile time is not that bad, but like in Clang it's very bad. It's huge projects. Yeah. Alright, get it. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that, bro. Yeah. Okay. So we want to just inject like the tag component, like the tag of the entity to the YAML map. So we do auto tag component or tag comp is equal to ecs.get component tag component from the entity. Easy. And then we do std string tag string is tag comp dot tag. Yeah, that's true. Purine. That's true. I probably butchered your name. I'm very sorry for that. But I think yeah, you're right. Because like performance of C++ is very good, but compile times, I don't know. So we need to like do a new key, like the tag key, and a value of like the tag string behind that. Nice. That's it for the tag component. I mean, it's just a tag, so that's it for this component. Then we do like the transform component. So ecs.has component transform component. If the entity has a transform component, we want to do a few more things. For example, just like a new map, I guess. Okay, first this transform component key, and then we do YAML begin map for the transform component. Don't know why there's a semicolon. Is YAML end map for the transform component again. Nice. Okay. Then we do transform comp is equal to ecs.get component transform component of the entity. And yeah, obviously we could like do a wrapper class, entity wrapper class, which like you can do entity.get component, which would look much nicer, but that would be a huge API rework, because like the entity component system is used in so many places, and probably would be worth it. Probably going to do it someday, but I don't know. I'm not into that just now. Okay, so the transform component, we have that, and then we need to insert like stuff to YAML, which is a key for the position. I wanted to stick with that style, like lowercase style. So for the position, we just have a YAML value, and because we added that override, we can do transform component dot position, which is a vector. Okay, works perfect. So a new YAML key. Now I think it's rotation. YAML value transform comp dot rotation. Nice. Yeah. For the scale now, so scale YAML value transform component scale. Nice. Okay, that's it for the transform component. Let's keep going with we can do the sprite render component. Has component sprite render component if the entity has sprite render component. We do need to do a few things. So a YAML key, My development is like write a couple lines of code, run, repeat. That's why I really can't use. Yeah, that's really a issue of working with C++ in Visual Studio Code. I don't know where you work in C++ or generally with a C++ compiler that is not MSVC, but like working in Visual Studio, it's really easy to work with C++. So if you want to work with C++ and need fast compile times, use the MSVC compiler because it's really good. It's really good, and the compile time is like a huge amount of speed more than like Clang or GCC, and it's really fast. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's really fast. So use Visual Studio if you want fast compile times for C++. Yeah. But or just if it's possible, you can use ImGUI or something and change the values at runtime, like with a slider. But that's obviously a niche solution. Okay, we need a key, sprites renderer. Yeah, then we need YAML. Oh no, we always have this component. Component. So I think it's a good idea to always call it like this, because like we can access it a lot easier. The thing is, I really hate Visual Studio. I really hate Windows too, but I use it instead of Linux because people don't really make games for Linux. Yeah, like Windows is, in a lot of ways, Windows is not a really good operating system, and I like Linux a lot too. And like the whole like idea of Linux is also very like I really like it, and also like the style of working in Linux is also very nice. So I really like Linux as well, but I'm working on Linux because like there are more tools for Windows, like Visual Studio, and there are like more games and generally more apps for Windows. Yeah, I really hate Visual Studio as well. Like that's because I work in Visual Studio Code. Like Visual Studio is like such a clunky editor and such like I don't really like that shit. It's like a really big and huge IDE, and I don't really fly with that. So I'm using Visual Studio Code, and like I live with the long compile times because like that's not so much of a problem. Okay, so sprite renderer component. We need to begin a map again, begin map, and end a map again, like this. Map for sprite renderer component, map for sprite renderer component. Nice and easy. So let's get the sprite renderer component is equal to ecs.get component sprite renderer component of the entity. We have a color like this, and a value of a vec 4. Yeah, it should be a vec 4. So sprite renderer component dot tint. Then we have sprite renderer if sprite renderer component dot texture. If it has a texture, we have the file path of the texture. This is what we need to load the texture back in again if we like deserialize it. Yeah, so let's get the file path. Let's just sprite renderer comp.texture is equal to sprite renderer comp.texture dot get data dot file path. Yeah. Okay, so like we could replace like backslashes with slashes. Yeah. I think it doesn't really matter because like file paths are taken in by backslash or slash at like the compiler doesn't really care, or this thing in OpenGL that, or in STB image that is taking in those file paths. Yeah, but in general, yeah, we could replace it because I don't know where this is. CD replace an algorithm manual. So let's include algorithm. Yeah, but because like just for not compatibility reasons, just for like that everything is the same, because I don't want like file paths with like a backslash, then a forward slash and stuff. So let's just keep them with forward slash everywhere, because backslash are just stupid. So file path dot end. And like this character we want to replace with this character. Yeah. And then we have like a YAML key, texture, YAML value, file path. Nice. Okay. And if we don't have a texture, we just do this same thing, but instead of file path, we do this. Yeah. What the fuck? I don't know why that was there. But, yeah. Nice, okay. This should be it for the sprite renderer component. I think we have two more components, which is like the what components? Like the camera component and the sprite atlas subtexture thing. So the camera component, if it has a camera component, we do we first need to like do a key, which is camera component. Oh. And then YAML begin map for camera component. I can't say it's enough. I really like the API of YAML. It's such a nice API. Like look at that code. Like it's so understandable and readable. Really like that. So this. Yeah. So YAML key for the projection type, and a YAML value. Like the projection type is just an enum, which is just perspective and orthographic, so we can convert it to an int, which is nice. Yeah, okay, we need camera comp is equal to ECS get component camera component of the entity, and then we have camera is equal to camera component dot camera, and then we have int camera dot get projecting type. Nice. And this is like that. Nice. Okay. Then we have a YAML key for like the FOV. And the YAML value int camera dot get vertical FOV. Okay, do vertical per spec. Just do that. Okay. So YAML key perspective near. We have perspective near and orthographic near and perspective far and orthographic far, because like it's you can switch between perspective and orthographic projection in the camera, which is nice. So perspective near YAML value int camera get perspective near clip. Do clip out YAML key. I think it's a perspective far clip. Next. YAML value. Why? No. Camera that gets perspective far clip. Out YAML. Not key to string, no. Start it. YAML key. We have like the orthographic near and far, I guess. Oh, let's first do orthographic size, which is like the kind of FOV for orthographic projection. Get orthographic size, because like we have FOV and then near and far. So let's do that with orthographic as well. Get, so this is orthographic. Get orthographic near clip and get orthographic far clip. Yeah, and then we have a few things, a few more variables. Let me just see. Camera component selected for rendering we have, and then in the camera we have nothing, I guess. So YAML key selected for rendering. It's just a YAML value camera component dot selected for rendering. Nice. And then we end the map, and that's it for the camera component as well. Now there's just the thingy where, how should we call it? The ECS.has component indexed texture components of the entity. First we do a YAML key indexed texture components. I hope yeah, perfect. Didn't misspell anything. So begin map for this guy, and then we do YAML end map. And we need like the indexed texture component, ECS.get component, indexed texture component of the entity, and indexed texture component, and then we maybe, yeah, let's first do YAML key for the texture, which is just indexed texture component dot atlas texture. So let's do texture get data.file path is the f3 string file path, and then we do the same shit again and do this essentially again. So that's the texture. Then what do we have? The filter mode. So let's do that. YAML key filter mode or texture filter mode, and a YAML value converted to an int, just indexed texture component dot atlas texture filter mode. Yeah. Then we have the cell size. YAML value indexed texture component dot cell size out YAML key. Cell size is a vec too. And we have cards on sheet. Indexed texture. I think you don't need that. I need to initialize that again. I guess. No. No, we just recreate it. Cards on sheet. Cards on sheet is YAML value index texture comp dot cards on sheet. Do we have anything else? Tint. Out YAML key tint YAML value index texture component dot tint. Yeah, that's it. Nice. Okay, that's it for this component. And do we have anything left? I don't think so. Or do we? No, I don't think so. Nice, okay, this is it for serializing an entity. Yeah. Okay, now in the serialize method we need to serialize every entity in the scene. So we have a YAML emitter. Microphone fell off the fucking table. Yeah, I'm sorry. And we begin a map. This is like the emitter, like the YAML thing for the whole scene. So serializing will be easy, but deserializing, oh god. Okay. We have a begin map for the scene, and we have YAML end map for the scene, and we have a YAML key scene, YAML value. Don't have a title because we don't get one. Untitled, because till now we don't support scene titles, I guess. Yeah, just stick with untitled and entities. Like this is a list. I think it's a sequence in YAML value and YAML begin sequence and YAML end sequence entities. And for each entity in the scene, we just do for mscene for auto. No, we do for entity in mscene dot entities. We do just serialize entity out entity. Easy. Yeah. And then we need like the file to store all of those YAML things in. So let's do that. After we end it, we need out file stream file with the file path and file out.cstring. So we write that into the out stream of the file. So that's it for deserializing an entity. For serializing, I'm sorry. Now we go on to serializing an entity. Scene, I mean. I'm dumb. Okay. So we have a YAML node for the data. And then we do a try catch block. We're trying and catching something. Yeah, that's what a try catch block is. Very nice. And what we are trying is like loading a file from the YAML. So YAML load file path, and if everything is correct in this file, then no like YAML errors or YAML compile errors, I guess, were found. We return true, but else we return false. So parser exception E. So if like the YAML parser did find some compile errors, or I think some like general structure errors, we return false. Yeah, nice. And now we check if not data at scene. So if the data at scene is not there, did we call it scene? No. Scene entities untitled. If there's no data, we return false because we don't have anything to be serialized. Yeah. Okay. Now there's like the scene name that we need to get. Scene name is just data at scene dot as std string. So what's at scene in the data, which is like so good API. I love that. I really appreciate YAML developers for like the beautiful API. Yeah. Okay, nice. Now we are getting the entities. This which are in the scene is just data at entities. Like this. Yes. And if the entities are there, so if we have any entities, we do for every entity in the entities. We have a entity. I think it's like, how should we call it? Like entity ID. It's just entity, which is like the YAML entity, like the YAML nodes for the entity. Add entity, which is like at the entity index. Like this is this, which takes in the entity as a u32, which is like the is just the index as u32. Or as entity, I guess. It's the same thing. Yeah, but yeah, that's just because like an entity is essentially just a index, which is very cool. So we need to get the name of the entity, and for that we need the tag component, like the YAML tag component, which is entity at tag component as string, which will get us the name, like the tag of the entity. And if there's like the tag of the entity, we do name is equal to tag component at tag. I hope we call it that way. Where is it? Tag. Dot at tag. You see. Dot as. If tag component doesn't make that sense. Ah no, it's not a string. So it's like a YAML node or something. And then we do that as a string. Because then we really want to get the data in that YAML node. Nice. Okay. And then we need a like deserialize or like new entity. It's just like this the entity that we need to add to the scene, to the new scene, because like essentially we are just building up a new scene and giving the entities the parameters of the old scene. So we need to create a new entity for the new scene. Yeah, let's don't create entity. Nice. And then we need the transform component is entity, like the it's entity, the YAML entity node at transform component. And if the transform component is there, we do transform comp is equal to ECS dot get component transform component. Let me just quickly when we create a entity, we're creating an entity here. But let me do one thing, which is like entity red is equal to that thing. Then we do add component transform component. Like every entity should have a transform component, obviously. So let's include the components. So every entity should have a transform component. So let's add that at creation. To red. Then we need to add a add component. Isn't that working? Ah no, it's not. Because we need to do that. Yeah. Forgetting my own API. Nice. To red a tag component. Tag component, which is just entity. Can we initialize it? Yeah. And then we want to return red. Nice. Easy. Okay, now this is working. Yeah. It says that get component, transform component from entity. Then we have transform component. Why isn't it working? I'm dumb. Transform component node. Yeah. Transform component. Why isn't that working? Get component of new entity. Okay, nice. Let me quickly. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, so a transform dot position right here. That's equal to transform components. No, that's transform component node. It's a different thing. At position as glm vec3. Yeah. Leave transform component node. Ah, I hate this naming. Transform component dot rotation is rotation. Transform component dot scale is transform component node at scale dot s glm vec3. Nice. Then we have like the camera component is entity at, how do we name it? Camera component. Yeah. And then we check if the camera component is existent in the entity. So that's camera component node. And then we have camera comp. Is ECS dot get component camera component of new entity. Nice. Yeah. No. Add component. Does that return anything? No. Now we have like this and camera component. Okay. Then we have the camera property. Oh, props is camera component node at. Oh no. Yeah. What? Why? Ah, okay, it's here. Now we need a different YAML key, which is camera and then we do YAML begin map for map for camera, and then we have end map also for the camera. Easy. I was confused, but that makes sense. Okay, so add camera should now be there. So camera props dot done. Need to get the camera component. Auto camera comp is equal to ecs.get component camera component from new entity. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. Okay, so camera component dot camera dot set perspective vertical FOV. Just setting the perspective FOV to camera props at perspective. I'm really with strings. It's awful because like there's no autocomplete. Perspective FOV as float. Easy. And then camera component dot camera dot set perspective near clip camera props at. Yeah, let's just copy that string. Perspective near clip dot as float. Nice. Then we have camera components dot camera dot set perspective far clip camera props at this garbage here. Perspective far clip as what the fuck? Oh my god, it's not even a string. As floats. And we have camera component dot camera dot set orthographic size camera props at orthographic size dot as float camera comp camera dot set orthographic near clip camera props at orthographic near clip dot as floats. Nice and easy. Camera component dot camera. It's really like it's a long way to go with those stupid like string thingies and nodes that we have to deserialize and stuff. And obviously if we're adding a new entity we need to extend that API. So it's not a great thing, but there's no real other way around this shit. Yeah, so camera component dot selected for rendering is camera component node selected for render. I'm not going to do that shit like this. Selected for rendering. Oh my god. Oh, we got fucking 6-bot in the stream. Oh god. Just stop. yeah. Nice. Okay. Dot as wood, I guess. Nice. Okay, that's it for the camera. Now we need to get the sprites renderer component node is equal to entity add here. Yeah. Then we have if sprite render component node sprite render component node. We have auto sprite renderer comp is equal to yeah, first we need to add the component, so it's yes start add component to new entity sprite renderer component, and is equal to ECS.get component sprite renderer component of new entity. Yeah. And then we have sprite renderer component tint is equal to sprite renderer component node at tint dot as glm vec4. Nice. Then we have if sprite renderer component node add texture dot as std string not equal like invalid file path without the texture. So we do sprite renderer component. The texture is equal to resource handler, which we need to include. I hate this, but I need to do it. Calma renderer resource handler. So I do resource handler create texture. Yeah, like the file path is sprite renderer component node add texture dot as and std string. Nice. Okay, now the last thing, a index texture component node is entity at indexed texture component, and if index texture component node we do ECS dot add component new entity indexed texture component node. No, index texture component. Then we have the texture filter mode. Okay. So first the texture. Let's just copy that and do auto indexed texture comp is equal to ECS dot get component indexed texture components of new entity. Let's add this texture index texture node. And is it texture? It is. Yeah. yeah, we do if index texture comp dot atlas texture, obviously forgot that, and else just do that. Yeah. Okay. So that's the first thing. The next thing is texture filter mode. So we do index texture comp dot texture atlas texture filter mode is equal to index texture component node at texture filter mode. Yeah, perfect. That as int, I guess. Can we do that? I think we can't. Oh, we can. I don't know. Yeah, we got that at the camera. So camera component dot camera dot set projection type. Set projection type. Projection type. Oh, this is entity. Camera projection type. Camera props at projection type dot as int. Okay, let's do that here as int and cast that to a texture filter mode. Is that correct? Yeah. So we have the filter mode, then we have the cell size, so index texture comp dot cell size is equal to index texture component node at cell size dot as glm back to index texture comp dot chords on sheet is index texture component node chords on sheet dot as glm back to index texture comp dot tint is index texture component node at tint dot as glm as glm back 4 yeah. Tint chords on sheet. That's correct. Nice. Yeah, that's it. That's actually fucking it. What is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, nice. Okay, now what we need is the save and load button in the editor, like the open scene and stuff like that. Yeah, okay. So let's create some functions, which are new scene, then we have open scene, which is like opening with a file dialog, and then we have open scene with, we need to include the file system with a file path. File system with an std. I think it's file system path. And that's const. And then we have save scene. Void save scene as void save scene. Yeah. Okay, we need to keep track of something, which is the file system path, scene path for the current scene. Yeah. Nice. Okay, now let's implement that. Yeah. Easy. Okay. Yeah, okay, so open scene without a file. Oh, let's do new scene first. So active scene managing. Where is that? No, it's scene hierarchy. Scene hierarchy dot scene managing dot set intersect the active scene. Inline void set active scene const std shared pointer scene reference scene active scene is equal to scene. That's it. Set active scene to std make shared scene. Just creating a completely blank new scene. And then we have scene hierarchy dot scene managing dot get active scene. We handle resize with viewport size dot x and viewport size y. Yeah. And then we do yeah, that's it. That's actually it, I guess. And we do scene path is std file system path. Okay, now open scene. We have a std string file path, which is file dialog. I think it's platform. Huh? Oh, it's equal to file dialogs open file. Which is a Kalmar scene dot c CLM. Let's see, I think. Oh, CLM scene. I think that's okay. 0 everything dot CML scene. Yeah, that's like the way you specify it for the Windows file dialog system. Like this is the files that it shows, and this is like the thingy it shows in the like bottom right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we do if not file path dot empty. We do open scene with the file path. Nice. Okay. And now we do open scene. We do if path dot extension dot string not equal dot CLM scene. We do calma error failed to load a scene file this not a dot CML scene file path dot file name dot string dot C string no and return. And we have let me quickly okay, so we have an FC shared pointer of an SC shared pointer of scene, which is just SCD make shared scene. Easy. And then we have a scene hierarchy dot scene managing set editor scene editor scene, yeah, set editor scene yeah, just two new scene. And then we do scene hierarchy dot scene managing dot handle resize. No, dot get editor scene dot handle resize with m viewport size dot x and m viewport size dot y. And then we have a scene serializer. Then we have a scene serializer. Let me. Doesn't matter. Okay. Let's include Kalmar /ecs /scene serializer. Alright, let's instantiate a scene serializer. Why is it just... Yeah. So scene serializer. Let's just call it serializer. And we initialize it with new scene as a context for deserializing and serializing to and from path.string and scene hierarchy scene managing dot get dot set active scene to scene hierarchy dot scene managing dot get editor scene. And then it's like does this have a scene? Yeah, it does. So we somehow need to set the context. Scene okay, that manages it. Nice. Yeah. I think it does. It should. Yeah, it does, I guess. Yeah, it makes sense. Where's that shit? So we have scene path is equal to path. Now we have save scene as, for which we need a new file dialog functionality, which is a save file. So it's a std string save file const char pointer data. So let's implement that guy. Next best platform. Where does it end? Does it end here? No. Where does it end? Does it? Ah, here. Okay, I have something like that implemented. I see. Could you please increase font size? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay. Well, let me see. In settings, font size, let's say 17. Is it better? So I hope it's better. 13.3 inches. Okay, that's pretty small. I'm sorry for that. I'm really sorry, but glad to see you here again. The Violin GD, I guess. Yeah, probably butchering your name, but I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. So in and by the way, we are very close to 100 subs. So yeah, it would be great to get that milestone. Yeah. So we have static string save file. So let's implement that guy. Is it really better now? I hope. Yeah, I think. Okay. So let's implement it like this. My laptop only has 13.6 inches. Yeah, that's not a lot. I get you, bro. Sometimes I even like watched on phone, and like that's an even worse experience. So I get you. So let's just copy that code for for application get for like instantiating a save window. Get instance.display get backend handle. Nice. Okay. So in util we do that save file. File dialogs. Do you listen to music while coding? Yeah, I'm listening to music right now. I don't know if it's hearable on the stream, but I'm listening to music. And listening to music while I'm coding, like while I'm privately coding, no, I'm not, because like I'm listening to YouTube videos or something on the second monitor sometimes, but don't really listen to music. I think it's okay, but yeah, I don't know. So save scene as std string file path is equal to file dialog platform file dialogs save file calmar that guy here, and if the file path is not empty, so if we chose something, we do scene serializer which is scene hierarchy dot scene managing dot get active scene, and serializer dot serialize file path, and we do scene file path is equal to file path. Nice. Save scene is just if not scene path dot empty. So if we didn't save the scene, we do serializer with scene hierarchy dot scene managing dot get active scene, and serializer that's serialize that's equal to scene like this. That should work. Serializer. Can't type serializer for some reason. Yeah. Serialize file path. No. Yeah. Oh, it's not file path. It's scene path dot string And else we do save scene as. Nice. Okay, now we need to implement that in the where's I got exit. Yeah. We do if I'm going menu item save scene. We do save scene. Save scene. Yeah. And if I'm going menu item save scene as, we do save scene as, and then we do if I'm going menu item open scene, and what should we do for the file path? Open scene. And we need new scene. Oh, obviously, okay. Yeah. I'm going menu item new scene. And then we can do keybinds, but let's do that later. Let's now compile cd Kalmar and done. Why did I just exit Kalmar? I don't know. cd scripts, bits, everything. Okay, I'm guessing 17 compiler errors. 17. That's what I'm guessing. Okay, like a lot of them are from link errors from YAML because we didn't do that correctly. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Facecam. I don't have one. Yeah, maybe I could use Facecam someday. Defining YAML CPP API. Let me. Instagram is only private. Let me see if I define something in here. I need to define that. Definitely. But like this is not really I don't know. Is that define? Which I think it is. Where's the it's here? YAML. Where's bit? Where's this bit? Here. Okay, yeah, this requires that. So let's just paste that. And then we got in 238. Camera component node. Oh. this is wrong. Okay, let's try defining in engine. Where's engine? Let's try defining this guy. But like it's worded in a way that I don't know if I should if I should define it or not. I don't know. I'd send request to you. Yeah, bro. Like it's only like my Instagram is only for close friends, which I know in real life. So yeah. Like this is like the sort of social media that I'm not letting on. Like I don't know. What the fuck? Is it because I defined that garbage? I hope it is. If it's not, I hate myself. Okay, that warning. Oh, no problem. Yeah. No problem. Yeah, it's okay. Yes. Yeah, so Instagram is like the one social media that I'm not. Like, it's only for close friends, you know. Yeah. 200. Oh, it's not returning anything. And it should return true. Return true. Unused variable. Enter the ID. Yeah, why is that? Why am I even... Don't need that. Where is it? Here. Oh, so. Nice. Bildkammer. Don't know what's up with that DLL thing. Can you do, like, if defined this guy undef it? Undef C++. Okay. It works like this. Undef. So we can try. Where is that? In scene scene serializer. So hash if def YAML CPP API hash ndef hash undef YAML CPP API. Okay, so let's wait for the compilation. So someone pointed out that compilation is really slow in C++, and yeah, you see that. It's actually pretty slow. Who said that? The Glyn said that it's fast, but it's really not. So yeah. Okay. Oh, fucking heck. Wait, what? I get it. Like, if we are creating an entity, it now already has like the basic components and we're adding them here. So if not ECS.hasComponent entity transform component, then we're adding them. If not ECS.hasComponent tag component entity, we're adding them. Nice. Build editor. Let me see how long the stream is going. 2 hours! Bro, what? Time flies. Okay, so we can do that. So let's just do that. And hope that this doesn't assert. The first thing, let's do that. The entity isn't deleted. New scene. Okay, so new scene should delete. Where's new scene? It should. Huh. Yeah. What the fuck? Let's test that. Like it just doesn't render the entities anymore. Okay, I think we need a inline void set scene scene is equal to scene. Come on, stop it. This code, I hate you. Thank you. Yeah, okay, so we need scene hierarchy dot set scene managing scene hierarchy dot scene managing dot get active scene. We need that, and we need the same thing in open scene. After we set the active scene, we need to set this in here as well. Okay. Ah, perfect. Still doesn't render. That's why. Huh. Okay, if that doesn't work, I need to enter stream because I have a meeting. Okay, it doesn't work. Because it's creating entities to another scene or something? I don't know. Yeah, well, okay. I need to go. I'm probably going to do that like tomorrow or something, or in the late evening today. So yeah, I think you. I hope you enjoyed the stream. And yeah, glad to see you all here and